morning. How is everybody doing? It's been a while since I've been on here. I think how often I make videos. Actually, I have to check my channel. I haven't looked at anything. I just hit the live video. Then, but yeah, welcome to your Wise One 82 channel. I'm your host, Lady Caren. I hope you are doing well. I have coffee. Coffee. No, that's not true. Okay, so you put the coffee in. I've got brown sugar for the sweetener, for the creamer. I've got, I think, white chocolate mocha, or white chocolate, not mocha, white chocolate something. Maybe it was white chocolate mocha. Caramel. Yeah, white chocolate, caramel, something like that. Anyways, yeah, I'm here. I'm alive. It's been a while. The last one I think I did was cleaning dishes. Okay, I'm going to be very careful about what I talk about because I was saying how my dad's so healthy, only to find out my dad was not an immortal who's, absolutely superhero ability to heal and stuff, but he is extremely healthy. So, comparatively, like, contrast for God was doctors all the time. My dad never went to a doctor. So, we're not talking about that anymore. Yeah, that was just, it's been like 2 weeks and a half, I want to say. We are in Cinco de Mayo. I don't celebrate that because I'm North America, but it's Cinco de Mayo, the 5th of May. But yeah, we are in the May. Yesterday was May 4th, which was May the 4th be with you. Today is Revenge of the 5th. Yeah. Not much going on. Kids got a big test. The third graders got a big test. For them, anyways, it was big. Me, it's like, they're like, if you do good on it, well, you're not. I'm like, I already know you're not going to do good on it. Like, here's your strength. You're good at addition. And you're good at multiplications. But the thing is, they're in the test setting, so it's timed. They're going to not have enough time to get their math done. For them, they work it out every time. I know because that's what I did. Why bother to memorize it when you can just look it up or it'll be there? So it's not that they don't know the math, it's just they don't, or it's not that they don't know how to do the math, it's just that they don't know it readily, fluently, quickly. Yeah. So their math skills were like mine growing up. My DNA is very, very. Okay. Yeah, so that's crazy stuff going on, but I have managed. I tell you that I've cleaned more and that the house looks better, but it still looks. It doesn't look as I'd like it to look yet, but it's getting there slowly but surely, more and more. You probably want me to do the videos where I work on that. Yeah, I need to get a camera one of these days. Yeah. Okay. So, just thinking, what was I going to talk about today? I don't remember from the last video what it was that I was going to say, but I was thinking this morning about that closed mind frame versus an open mind. There's different aspects of it. And I was thinking about that and It's like, I haven't done YouTube in a while. So what's gonna happen here? And the concepts that have allowed me to grow as a person. Like, how did I get to this point where before I couldn't do much? Well, I could. I just didn't know I could. I wasn't doing as much to this point where I'm doing more. And I'll get to that point where I'm doing all that I want to do. But I mean, so, there were things, that where did I get to this point? What did I have to overcome? What did I have to realize? What did I have to do? Because there's a lot of growth that I went through. A lot. I'm still growing, but there were concepts, and I thought about breaking up these concepts and these wisdoms that I've learned through my lifetime and that helped me, and that you could take for yourself and go, does this help me? Does this what I want? Would this help me grow? And you'll take it your own way because that's what we do as humans. And so, or you could take it and leave it. It's the option's up to you. You gotta learn it's not good or bad, it's just what does that do for you? What are the consequences of doing it? So, today's aspect of my growth that I was considering is one of the points of closed mind and one of the points of being open minded. Uh, so, the growth aspect would be I had a bad experience, so I'm going to avoid, say you ate a tomato that wasn't ripe, a green tomato, and you were too young to know that you should have eaten a red tomato and nobody showed you or whatever. Um, the whole aspect of life gives you lemons thing. So you ate a green tomato and you're like, I don't like tomatoes. I'm never gonna have tomatoes. Never. I don't like them, never gonna touch them. Ugh, 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 no. And for me, I couldn't continue on. Had I been in that point, had I been in that mindset that I had this bad experience, whether it was painful, horrible, just ew, I couldn't continue just avoiding life because that bad experience occurred. So applying there's 101 ways to do any one thing. What am I going to do with my experience of eating a green tomato, an unripe tomato? I could try a red one that's ripe. I could try, I'm just going to write these down so that I can redo this video with more finesse, with more articulation, and with better thought out. Like these points, I'm going to readdress them later on. So I want to put down these points that I like about it, and so I can readdress. So bad experience, and then what to do with it. What do I want to do with it? I've never read the book Fried Green Tomatoes. I went to do that, and somehow I don't know where the book went. Like I had the book in my hands. I was going to read it. I don't remember what I did with it. I was also, like a kid at the time in elementary. And yeah. I just like, I haven't read this. It's like another book became more important at the time or something. But you can fry them up. I don't know if there'd be any good, but you could fry up tomatoes, I guess. I guess it's a thing. We should look that up. I've got mango that my kid's like, "Hey, get me mango. I want mango," and it wasn't ripe yet. I was like, I wonder if I could fry it up rather than waste it because I just cut it open. So I don't think it's going to ripen well. What's it? I don't know. So what to do, and what am I going to do with? Okay, okay, I'm going to read. If you guys want to do book club, we'll read Fried Green Tomatoes. Mostly I've been reading some of because the book that I'm writing is for like my third grader. It's not for my third, as much as it's like I'm trying to write for my third grader's viewpoint in the story for my third grader. And I'm trying to learn from other people that have other authors, other stories, so I could clearly write better for their entertainment. I'm learning my audience. It's interesting. So yeah, some of the books that I'm reading are for the younger generations, but it's for research purposes for me. It's funny. It's a very, very funny page so far. It's not edited. So if I read it to you now and I re-edit and trash the whole thing and rewrite it some dramatically different way, you're gonna be like, but I read this, but you read me this passage and it was good and I want more of that. So it'd be unfair to like read a passage to you. Uh, fried green tomatoes. Green fried tomatoes. Fried. Ah, why would my pen start dying? Green tomatoes. I'll look up recipes too. I'll get back. Yeah, it's fun. I've read the audiobooks have been helping a lot. I've been getting more into books and out of television and out of movies because the movies aren't the thing that I want to spend the rest of my life in. But I do try to watch, like, because I pay for a service. Right now, I'm the idiot paying for Netflix because my young children are attached to this concept, and I'm not paying anything more than the one thing at a time. I'm like, they watch it a lot, so I try to watch a little something. Like Lock and Key isn't bad. See, I still wanna Ethereal Chronicles. I still wanna finish that. Um, let's see, there's, and I also pay for YouTube because my eldest was like, "I want YouTube." Okay. I'm a sucker for my kids. And then I'm paying for Wonderum. I'm trying to let Wonderum go. I've been paying for Wonderum. They've got it's just basically lectures. It's how to do stuff. It's probably I haven't been on Skillshare yet, but it's probably like that. I don't know. I still got hooked on that when Wonderum was it Masterpiece? Or was it was something, it's called something, and now it's Wonderum. And it was like Great Courses Plus. I got sucked into that because they showed something on Prime TV, which I'm paying for. And it's the most interesting thing, like the Black Plague sucked me in because we were in the middle of a pandemic and it was historically relevant. I got sucked in so hard. I was like, the evolution landscape of a civilization going in from the Dark Ages to like the Renaissance. Like the turn, the way the things turned around where there used to be too many people and not enough land, and now there's more land than they could dish out to the amount of people left after the plague. And, you know, it's it's that whole what we do with the things that have been handed to us and what we want to do, even though we have had painful, you would think, learning from, we had a disease wipe across the planet, that we would make sure that henceforth we were prepared globally for diseases that come up again. But, I still have debates. I don't have debates. I would listen to debates about people who are pro wash hands and anti wash hands. I am pro wash hands. There are plenty of germs. You can wash your hands and touch that doorknob. Get all those germs back that you were missing. Trust me. I'm okay with washing hands. It's, I like the clean room analogy when it comes to germs. If you have a clean room and there are 3 items put out of place left on the floor, boom, you can pick those up, put those away, and it's super easy to those who are capable of cleaning. I have learned if you are very young, that is something they're got, it's icy toy. Ooh, I want to play it. I don't want to put it away. So they put that away, and that's the way I feel about our immune system. If we give our immune system something so simplistic that it identifies that we should attack it, and they attack it and they clean it out, the easier it is to wipe out the disease. It's not that you're not going to be introduced to types of diseases. You're bombarded by diseases all the time. You've got your good bacteria, bad bacteria, apparently good viruses. Bad viruses, they want to, I don't know. It's the basis of life, bacteria. And it's intriguing. It's hard because I don't have my visual references that I want to say that what I'm thinking is what's coming out of my mouth. But yeah, so it's not that I don't know this, it's just the preference. Yeah, it'll come out right. Trying to say flurple and you say flopple. Yeah. Up and it comes out down. My kid does that. I'm like, maybe I do it more often than I should. But I don't trust audio because I don't have the best hearing. Yeah. But yeah, so there's lots of things in this world where you can do lots of things, and just because I've tasted one unripe tomato doesn't mean that I shouldn't learn more about tomatoes and the different variances and the ways that they grow, and enjoy tomatoes and salsa and tomato sauce and marinara and the things that you can do with tomatoes, barbecue sauce, ketchup, steak sauce, tomatoes. Could put steak sauces. Okay. Yeah, I should do something on sauces. I mean, I'm sure Julia Child could write books on sauces just by themselves for Americans. But sauces are important. So I should probably learn what's barbecue sauce. But yeah, learning, these are very important things that we should learn. Is what we can do with a good or bad experience. I am not one who can learn from pain, apparently. But oh well, I still learn. And I don't want it to hold me back just because I had an experience. I don't want it to stop me from the ability to learn, my ability to continue growing in what I am, and to this point where I can do more and more and more. I mean, and there's can't be these points where you do stuff before and then somehow you couldn't do them later. You lose skills. I don't want to do that. Or you let skills fall to the wayside while you pick up new skills. And, as long as it pertains to what I need, it shouldn't be bad, right? Hmm. We are extremely powerful, and we just don't know it yet. I can't just eat a bad tomato or unripe tomato, have a bad experience with it, and then give up on tomatoes. It's just not the way I particularly roll. So if you like, hit the like button. I can't see. Okay. Like, look at the like button. The white walls with the white like symbol for me. Yeah. Like nobody likes me and nobody's watching, and that's okay. You guys like my cleaning videos more, like doing dishes, and that's okay. And there's more. So this, when I can get into it, is the lifestyle changes that I'm developing. Like minimalist developed a lifestyle, and I don't think it happened boom overnight. I don't think it did because I gotta research or watch or read their story. But Rome wasn't built in a day. Neither was I. Wisdom. That's what I'm gonna call them. Wisdom concepts. Concepts. Can't spell either. I love the words quickly line. It's been teaching me how to spell. Like, where did I go wrong? Oh, I put the R in the wrong spot. Poor. But yeah, no. We're growing and learning and doing more. We had a lot of growth. I've grown a lot in the last 2 weeks, learning how to do things and learning, how to let go. That's a hard one. Like, you would think that I've grown not attached to certain aspects, certain ideas, and certain things, because you get too attached to something that you don't, or if you hold it too tight and you don't let it grow, it dies, kill it. So it's not so much as I would let concept that, let go of certain concepts, or I would release my hold and let it hold on them and let them grow. And having these first concepts that I've worked on really helped build up to these concepts where I am now. I've got so much further to go, the way I grow and the way I do things. But it'll be okay, because no matter what happens, I've known that I've still made it through before, even though I didn't know what was going to happen next. And I made it through, and I can take those skills where I didn't know what was going to happen next. I still managed to find the resources to handle the situation or to handle how I approach a situation. And that helped me grow through it, not just go through it, but grow through it and get to the point where I can learn to thrive. And that's what I'm trying to, that's a goal. Get to the point where I can thrive. And those around me can thrive that I care for and love. Self sustaining happiness. That's what I want. And that made it feel better that I can go blindfolded and I can still take a step forward and there'll still be ground there to put my foot on. And then you just keep going, keep going after that. And it gets better and better. And you get better through it. And then you have that scary part, but you know that you've done scary stuff before. I mean, we've all had that where we've learned to walk some way or another, even if you had to learn how to walk with a wheelchair. I mean, I understand those expectations of, I don't know what to expect. That's the free fall of, oh crap, what's next? What do I do next? And I know that it'll be there, that I'll get through it. No matter, I don't want to know no matter how bad it gets, but that's, you get through and you just get better and better at it. You have an experience and you get better and better as long as you focus if that's what you want to fix. Like if you get to work late and, they dock your pay or whatever, you pretty soon you learn how to be on time at work or how to get there on time, how to get there to judge how much traffic, how much, how much time you should leave for traffic, accidents, da 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 da. And some people are comfortable with being at an event an hour ahead of time. Some people are comfortable with 10 minutes. But I mean, they've got different stuff going on in their life. We can't all have the same life and the same thing, same stuff. And if that were the case, if everything was the same, we all had the same houses, we all lived in the same area, we all had the same temperature outside, we all had the same cars, same food, same, you know, some would thrive, some would die. Because, I mean, even the height of a person makes certain needs different. It's not equal if everybody's provided exactly the same. I mean, more inclusive, more equal for what they need works. It really works. And now I have to get things ready for my day because that's saying put up with 10 minutes faster. Why? Because it helps him. So I've decided to take those 10 minutes as prep time for an actual, like the hour of. If I have a plan for an hour, get kid up, get the person up that's got to get up, a third grader. I have everything done that I want done. Yeah. So the next YouTube, what do I want to do? What do I want to do next? Ah, I'm too tired. Think about that. Next video. Oh, these are starting to get soft. These are the cutest little baby avocados. And donuts too. It's horrible. I've had totally healthy food and then all of a sudden I almost binges where I make nothing but junk food. Got like the air fryer, donuts, yeasty dough. Um, Let's see what's helped me. Okay, learn about prep, I guess. Maybe? I don't know. Get back into the tarot cards. Yeah. For the next one, we'll do tarot cards. We'll talk about prep. Yeah. Different types of prep for prepping. The pros and cons of prepping. And why I like prepping. And how much time I've learned I really need for prep, or how much time I don't need for prep. I am really grateful to the last 20 subscribers of my channel. That it means a lot that I have 20 subscribers. When I started this, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna have more than 2 or 3 subscribers. And now I have 20, and people are like, I've got 10 million subscribers, and they're all, oh, look at this black thing. And I'm like, that's amazing, and they feel amazing, but that's how I feel about you, 20 subscribers. So if you'd like to hit the subscribe button for more of my content, I'd like to give more of my content. But I'd also like to give more of the content because I enjoy doing this. I didn't realize how much I enjoyed it until last year. It was what got me up in the morning as part of a routine. You guys have been my routine, have been part of my stability and facing every day. And I'd like to get back to that point. And I was trying to think, I wanted to make sure this past little bit this year, I've been trying to make sure that the core matches the view. My core character, my core ability matches, because it's nice to talk about all this stuff. And it's not bad. It has its pluses and its minuses. But how good is the quality of what I talk about if I can't practice what I talk about? So I've been trying to practice a lot about what I'm going through, and it's improved a bit. My relationship has improved with my fiance. And I'm pretty sure the way I talked about him, he's a big bad dark villain, bad boy. But no, it's just the annoying aspects of him that I need to get up that we need to get through. Make sure that your boundaries are in place. Don't just oh, he does things I don't like that are harmful to me. No. Making sure boundaries are in place so that both him and I are happy with each other, ourselves, and each other and our relationship. Don't don't let boundaries just go bye. Don't do that. There are things that I need to get over that would prevent us from having a healthy relationship. Yeah. So, yeah, I've been really changing certain everyday household etiquettes, which have really changed. That's the other thing I'd like to talk concepts that I'd like to talk about. Oh, my pen is wanting to die. There we go. Concepts that I wanted to put in. See, what I just had. Okay. Boundaries. Working on relationship. I don't want this in the next video, but I do want this in a video. What was it that I just had it? Talk about attention deficit disorder. Hyper deficit disorder. Okay, so there's boundaries. Okay. We'll talk about boundaries. Yeah, we have boundaries. And then there's parts of myself that I worked on. Blanking here. Blanking. I'm sorry for blanking. I know, and I appreciate you going through and watching. Maybe I get it and maybe I don't, you know. But yeah, comments, like, subscribe, uh, that notification bell, because apparently my videos are random. I'd like to get back into a stable routine of when the videos are out, but it's not happening really. Let's see. Yeah, that's boundaries. Oh, everyday etiquette. Okay. Figured it out. Okay, wait, etiquette. Yeah, we go out and polite to other people, and then we come home, and not everybody's like this, but I've noticed what bothers me is the ones where you're super nice and you give those compliments to those strangers, and those strangers have a nice day and they have this beautiful smile and they feel like it's just changed their whole day. But then come home and be nasty to the people that you love. The way we treat the people that we love. Sometimes I've watched people be meanest to the people they love the most. And that, wait a minute, that I've noticed being conscious aware of when a person, when you enter a room to greet people, not just to greet people, but to greet people that you love and to, yep, it's time for me to say bye-bye and I love you. But that's a concept I want to put in another video is everyday etiquette for at home, not just to be polite outside for strangers, but for yourself and for your loved ones. With that, I'm going to tell you guys, love you, la 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 la, love you all, and I love you. You guys have a good one. Till the next time I see you. Merry meets love. But I hit the end stream. I can hit it. I can hit it. I can bye bye.